Hello, this is lab at examination for the subject microprocessors and microcontrollers. The team members comprise of Ritam Datta 19 BCT 0121, Vansh Kumar Kaushik 19 BCT 0115, Aditya Pradhan 19 BCT 0155, and Anay Yogesh Rajguru 19 BCT 0137. The program that we are looking at here is how to calculate the number of odd numbers in a given array of elements using ARM core. Now Aditya will show you the setup of the question.
So now we see the software which we will be using for running the ARM processor code. The software we use here is Kyle UVision 4 and we are downloading it from the given link. So on arriving on this link, we need to fill in some details of us and then we have to press the submit button. After pressing the submit button, we are provided with the exe file. So we need to download this file and install it with the uh, given settings. After installation is finished, we will be able to see the shortcut of the app on a desktop. On opening the app, we are first required to create a new project. So we create a new project. We need to give it a name. Once the project name is given, we need to click on save. Further, it asks us to select the target. So we search for NXP, under which we need to search for LPC 2148, which is here. The description is also given. So we select it and click on OK button. This asks us to copy set startup.s to project folder. We click on no. Now the project has been created. Now we need to create the files for the code. So now we will see the code which is given to us for the exam. The code here is for counting the number of odd elements in the given array. Here in the given array we have 10 elements which are in hexa, given to us in hexa value. So in the first line of code, here we are using the area directive and giving it a name bell to store to give the location for the code to be stored. The program must have at least one code area. The code word here defines that the section is of code, and read only defines the permission of the section. Further, we have entry, and in line 4, we initialize the R0 register with the value of 1, and in next line we initialize the R3 register with value 0. The R3 register will be used for counting the number of odd numbers and keeping the result. In the sixth line, LDR R1 comma equals to array. This instruction is used to store the first location of the first element of the array, and this is further incremented by the value of 4 every time to move to the next element of the array. As the size of each array element is 4 units, so it is incremented by the value 4. In the line number 7, we are initializing the register R2 with the value 9 to keep the uh, number of array elements. We are using it as the elements are 10, we store value 9. So as the first array element starts with the index 0. In the next section, LBL, we are using the logic for identifying whether the number is odd or not. We are here using bitwise AND operation and add any operation together to identify and increment the value in R3. So the line number from line number 8 to line number 14, the code will be explained by my partner Vansh Kumar Kaushik.
We can see that in the line 8, the value whose address is stored in the R1 register is loaded into the R5 register. Then, in the next statement, we use the tst command, which performs a bitwise AND operation on the value in the R0 register and the value in the R5 register. And the value in the R0 register is currently 1, and the result of this bitwise AND operation would affect the zero flag register. Now, if the now if the R5 register has a odd value, then the zero flag would be set to 0, and if the R5 register has a value has an even value, then the zero flag register would be set to 1. Now, the next statement, add any instruction, will increment the value of the R3 register by 1 only if the R0 no, R5 register has a value of has an odd value stored in it. If the value in the R5 register is an even number, then the add any command will not run. In the next statement, we are decrementing the value of R2 by 1. Uh, Currently, the value of R2 is 9, and then it will change to 8. In the next command, we are incrementing the value of R1 by 4. This is done to point to the next array element. Then, as we can see that all these instructions are sequential, it should not go in a loop. So to avoid that, we use a variable b that will branch here only, and a variable l which is also in the same line, and it will branch here, and it will not go to any other location. Now, now this loop will go back to line 8, and then the next array element would be test if it would be a odd number or an even number, and if this loop will run until all the elements in the array would be checked for odd or even, and the total number of odd elements would be stored in the R3 register. Now, Ritam and Anay would show the output of our program.
Okay, now we'll see the output of the code. Aditya here will now translate as well as build the code for our proper execution. Okay, so now here we are at line number 4. The cursor is here. We are storing the value 1 in the R0 register. As you can see on the left hand side, R0 register has been loaded with the value 1. R3 has been loaded with the 0. And now in this line number 6, LDR R1, we are loading the array. So it will be there inside that. In R2, we have loaded the count elements, which is equal to 9. So that is being done because we are loading the first element already in the array, and the rest we have 9 elements inside it. Now we have entered the loop where we are storing the first element of R1 into R5 test that is there. It operates using the bitwise AND operation between R5, that is the first element that is now inside the array, and R0, which is 1. In case of odd numbers, the bitwise AND will result to 1. And since this will set the Z value of the flag register to 0. Since Z is 0, add any instruction gets executed, and 1 will be stored, or by 1 will be added to the value in R3. R3 is initially 0. So now you can see that 1 has been added and R3 has become 1. So here what we are doing is that we are counting the odd numbers. When the number is odd, the AND bitwise AND operation will give us only the number 1. And since this happens, the Z flag value will always be set to 0. In case of even numbers, the Z flag value will become 1 and add any instruction will be ignored. In line number 11, subs R2, R2, 01. Here we are decreasing the count of the R2 register where we have stored the length of the array elements. In line number 12, add R1, R1, 4 that we are using to access the next array element. Since it increases by 4, as you can see, R15 has been loaded with the address where the next array element will be fetched. And then accordingly, you can see in the next loop now, test will see the bitwise and that will result to the Z flag being set 1 because our element is even. You can see in R5 register, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2, which is an even element. Hence, the Z flag has been set to 1 and add any instruction is ignored. And you can see that R3 has not been incremented. It is still at 1. So we are ignoring the even number, even elements here. And similarly, at the end of the program for all the odd and even elements, you can see the number of odd elements, the count being stored in the R3 register. Aditya will now show you the final execution of the program where you can see R3 is being loaded with the number 5 at the end of the program because we have 5 even elements and 5 odd elements and we are counting the odd number of elements in this particular program itself. Yeah, as you can see, R5 is continuously changing as we are loading each array element here and checking respectively for each of them. Yes. So now the last element that you have accessed is AB86E3BD, and the last array element has also been accessed. And after this, you can see the array, the processing has been completed. And R3, we have the final value, that is the number of odd elements in the given array, which is equal to 5. Now, there will be some changes in the program. And for that, Anay will guide you what is the procedure.
Thank you, Ritam. Now we'll see the D part of the question. What we do is we change the command from add and need to add EQ in this part in the 10th line of the code. So what add EQ will do is it will increment the content in the R3 register only when the value in the Z flag is 1. That is the element in the array is even. Now we will see the output of this program. So as we can see, the element in the element in R5 is 0 x1122 1122 and 43, which is a odd element. So the value in Z flag is 0. So this command will be ignored. Now the next element, that is 0 of x1234567 will get loaded in R5 register. As we know, this is an even element. The value in Z flag will be 1. So this command add EQ command will be executed, and so the value in R3 is 1, as you can see. Now my friend Aditya will run the program to show you the output. So here we can see that the value, yeah, so the as we have completed the execution of the program, the value in R3 is 5. That is, we have 5 even elements in the array. This is the output of the program. Thank you. Now we will see the E part of the program. Here we change the last element of the array, which was initially even. Now we change it to a odd element. So also we changed the add EQ part, which we did in the fourth part, to add any. So the program will run as the program will run in the same way as we have seen in the first part. So here we see, so as we change the last element, which was initially even, to an odd element, uh, the value in R3 register will be increased. That is, the R3 register stores the number of odd elements in the array. It was initially 5, now it will show 6. We will show the output of the program. My friend Aditya will run the program till the end. So we have reached the end of the program. We can see the value in R3 is 6. That is, we have got the desired output. This was the explanation of the program. Thank you.